Ladies and gentlemen of the living and the dead, my name is Ari Esther, and I am your friend with your corporate necromancer who hears all things horror. Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! Happy end of Wednesday! Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Hello, CJ fan. I hope that you're still loving the game. I am. I am. I don't actually know what's happening in the game, but I'm having a good time. I forgot to refill my water. Oh well. I'll refill it later. You're really good at doing streams. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes. Thank you. You're very kind. Very kind. Now I just started. I'm gonna be back in like 2 seconds. I was rushing to get this stream started, and I forgot to get water. And there's a lot of talking in this game. So I'll be right back. I will go get water, or I will thirst. Yeah, I'll be right back. I have returned. I ran so fast. I ran all the way to get water, and I ran all the way back. But yes, I'm here. I'm here for the second time. Oh my god! I don't even know why I'm so all over the place today. I didn't really do that much today, but I just had a lot of little tiny mini things to do, and accumulated to me rushing to get started. Anyway, we are back today with Ace Attorney Investigations, the second half, Prosecutor's Gambit. And there's like chess stuff involved that I don't understand because I don't play chess. I'm not smart enough for chess, but apparently Edgeworth is. So we are on the first case, and someone took a shot at the president and ended up killing his bodyguard. And we made a new friend. And our new friend is being accused of murder. And we are currently at a point where we convinced the president that the crime happened on our soil, so we are responsible for solving the case. So that's where we're at. Anyway, so now oh my god, every time I see this president guy, I'm so sus of him. Like, he just looks so sus to me. You can't explain it. It's a gut feeling. Anyway, we are trying to get his testimony out of him, show that we may solve the case of the dead bodyguard that you can see right there laying in the background. Yeah, that's where we're at. We stopped at quite a important part, but that's how it goes. So the president is going to testify for us, maybe. It doesn't seem like he wants to testify for us. And then this here is Mr. Knight, who I'm also very sus of. He's like the other bodyguard guy. I think he shot his partner, but you know, what do I know? If you want the president to testify, I have to take him to court. I could, if you want me to. Oh, like good time he will get his day in court soon enough. Yeah. I truth is so condescending sometimes. If a person of interest refused to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obligated to provide detailed justification as to their reason for doing so. Here we go. Apparently Mr. Knight doesn't have a rebuttal to what we just said. Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? I don't know, man. This whole thing just seems really staged and very sus. I'm just saying. I'm throwing that out there. Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Alright. Thank you for your cooperation. Now listen and listen well. Okay. President Wang's testimony. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Yes. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang! A shot ran out and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. I guess if you look at it one way, the president's all a victim here. Okay, I'm pretty sure he staged the shooting. I'm just saying. I feel like he staged the shooting. For what? I don't know. The victim of an attempted assassination, Rook, was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. A little convenient, don't you think? That makes it even weirder! Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? Because... sus, okay? He's sus! I guess there is something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. Cover up? I knew there was more to this case that meets... I'm sure you did, Gumshoe. I'm sure you did. The president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? I'm sus of Mr. Knight. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at him, and I know you shouldn't judge people by their appearance, but he gives me the vibe of a villain. Alright, so here we go. Time to rebuttal President Wen's testimony. I'm gonna do my favorite thing, which is press every single statement for the hell of it.
Hold it!
How would you describe the incident? You really think your silly, simple question will shake me? I'm not trying to shake you, I'm trying to get the facts. Was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel. You can calm down, sir. This is not a campaign trail. While I was speaking to my adoring public, no less. Yeah, I'm sure they all adored you. Okay, I'm gonna press a statement about Rook and Knight jumping in front of them. When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted? No, I was aware of my audience, nothing else. When I stepped up to the podium, I entered another world entirely, a place of rapture, a place beyond words. You right there? I think that's called stage fright. Hey, don't call me out like that. 1,000 times now, I remember every second. Each moment is indelibly etched in my memory, alright. When Rook and Knight stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken aback. And bang, a shot rang out and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Plain unblemished? What does that even mean?
Hold it!
About that red balloon. Trying to test me? No, it's just a question. Simply wish to confirm what you remember. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. The deep prism hues stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would. Oh, these are the balloons. I see. Okay. I forgot some of the evidence. This is one case pictures. going. Same security plan we found in the trash can, I assume. Rick and I leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded. Okay, and now let's press the statement where they try to escort him. He said they tried to escort you back up to the plane. That's exactly what I said. They threw open their attaché cases. The moment Kate captured on camera, and I immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft. And then the second shot is pressed. You know where that second bullet went? It's how you treat a foreign dignitary, or do you really think such needling questions are necessary? Bro, calm down. There's no one to hear your campaign speech. What's he so upset about? Everything, Kay! Everything! Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Yes! Even my patience has its limits. Well, it sounds like a you problem. You know full well where it went. Bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Hold it!
I asked, what was the victim like in that moment? He was a mega monster man, a real hero! The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane. So you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct? Yes, he offered his noble protection. I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be. He's always the first to make this escape. Yes, that's exactly it, Gumshoe. Nothing he's saying seems too off base. Guys, the victim wouldn't make much sense from his mind to us. So we gotta assume he's telling the truth. I don't think he's wrong. That's the scene of the crime. Might as well take another look myself. I thought the balloon was the second shot.
Hold it!
I'm pressing him just so I can look at the evidence. It's the right side of the blade. 2 shots were fired from the left side. I need to look at his statement about the balloon. Alright, he talks a lot. Plain unblemished balloon of red exploded. Passing through his body. Take a look. Feel like I missed something. Gunshots can be heard. Hello, Mecca! How are you? Popping to say hey. Hope you're having a good night. I had a bit of a busy start, and now I'm trying to figure out what we missed. Cause I can't remember anything that happened. It'd be like that though. Can't stick around to try to finish editing a video. No worries. No worries. Good luck. Good luck. I'll be here. Trying to figure out. Trying to figure out what's going on. I feel like the balloon Oops, I pressed wrong. I feel like the balloon is the issue. Oh, he said the balloon was unblemished. But that doesn't seem right. So let's just present it and see what happens. Which case? This is the first case of the prosecutor's gambit. Oh, I got it right! I got it right. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst. It's the first one where the president gets shot at and his bodyguard dies. And I'm sus it's all a setup. I'm sus it's all a setup to make him look good. Yeah. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, the balloon was the right call. You said it was a plain red balloon that burst. But I strongly beg to differ. Take a look at this. I think you agree that's hardly plain, wouldn't you? It looks like a blowfish. Haven't played the game, so there are 5 cases in these spin-offs. I believe so. I think there are 5 cases. 5 cases in each spin-off. Yes, I think so. So we're on the first one. This is the very first one to the prosecutor's gambit. So it's been different. It's been different. But we're going through it. We're going through it. Who is that? That's the Steel Samurai, sir. Yeah, Mr. President, me, the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you recognize it. Especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country. I first love using big words that I don't know how to say. Need to watch the Gem and Ninja too? Okay, not right now, okay? So you see the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was in fact the Steel Samurai. Okay, it's a question mark. But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan. I always assumed there were 5 cases in every AA game, so when I finally played them, I was surprised that 2 only had 4. Are you talking about Trials and Tribulation? The Phoenix Wright one? Can't remember how many cases there are in those. I think one of them was like 4 cases, and then there was like a special case at the end. I don't remember. Anyway, yes, there are 2 balloons on the security plan. Hello, Alfie! Well, another string. Great way to start my day. Don't forget to take care of your health and enough rest every day. Thank you! Thank you! Yes, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. PST at 7 p.m. Yeah. Yeah. And unless I'm busy, then I won't be here. But thank you. I stream and I go to sleep right after, and I get a solid 7 hours every night. Well, I try to get a solid 7 hours every night. Doesn't always happen. But thank you. Very kind. So, oh, Justice for All. I don't think I played Justice for All. I don't think I played that one. I've only played the original Phoenix Wright trilogy. Justice for All. Oh, I have played this one. I have played this one. Let me see. I'm refreshing my memory. Oh yeah, this one only had 4. I remember now. But all the other one had 5. Yeah, I remember this one had 4. Oh, that's right. I really like the Farewell My Turnabout case, though. Yeah. So, case the weakest of the original trilogy aside from that last case. Yeah, the last case was really good. I like the circus case too, but yeah, it's not as well written as the others. But the last case made up for all of it. It was such a good case. I really liked it. Anyway, let's continue. Right on the security plan, okay. They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons. Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. Wow. The first game originally had 4, but was brought to the DS. They added a 5th. Yeah, I remember the 5th one. It was was it the Emma Sky case? Yeah, I only played it on the DS, so I guess I played the full version of it. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute. Borrowed? That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burnt somehow. So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement. And the stall holders happened to have it. When I hear he was more than willing to lend it out. Very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said. Oh. Let me guess, is his name Larry? Happy-go-lucky stall holder with a steel samurai balloon to spare. Yeah, I wonder who that could possibly be, Edgeworth. They filled just the bottom part up with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon. So while it was a steel samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the longest trip? Yeah, Emma Scout is like a tease for Apollo Justa, which I have not played. I have not played. I want to play it though, eventually. I have all the other games. I haven't played them though. It's like something stinks, yeah, because it's the buds. Sorry, sir, we didn't think it was pressing issue. It's not. And indeed, you saw it and you know different, correct? Yes, I suppose so. You really had mistakenly Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon. Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon. Of course! Of course, why? What's that outburst for? Now I remember! He's back on his campaign trail. I could barely see the balloon! That's right, the wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the sides of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocked my view. Is that so? Those 2 flags, they were being blown back towards me. I beat the first 5 games and started the 6th. Never finished because it was the game I played as gym while on the bike myself going to COVID. Ooh. I stopped playing because I didn't buy a 3DS. I was like, oh, I have to buy another console to play this. JK, and then so that's what happened. It's good that you're going back to the gym though. You get to take care of your health. But if there was a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident and the flag is going the way that the president says, that means we made some rather incorrect assumption about the trajectory of the bullet. Strong enough to blow the flag in just such a fashion, but does that conflict anyway without understanding the case? Yes! Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. See? I told you, Gabe! It was too early to determine the trajectory of the bullet! Shh. And you tried to make me feel like I was crazy. Anyways, gonna dip. Have a good night, girl. Thank you. I will be here, attempting to solve crimes. Yeah. Good luck. Have fun editing. It has, like you wouldn't believe, President Wang. Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. I see what you did there. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down. The flag were resting calmly for the most part, but the wind had previously blown the flags as the president described. A certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. This piece of evidence contradicts the stated condition of the stage at the time of the incident. The bullet trajectory. Hello, Shadowblade! Wish there was more of the investigation games. Yeah. At least they made two. I would have liked more, but they decided, you know, they decided to do a Polo Justice instead. But you know, even though the investigation games are fun, I wish we spent more time in the courtroom. We've really only done half a courtroom case in the first Ace Attorney investigation. I don't know, maybe we'll spend more time in the courtroom in this one. But yeah, I agree. Edgeworth is my favorite character though, so you know, I would never say no to more games where he's the MC. Alright, I hope this is right. Let's present this. Earlier we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. These two things we further deduced the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. Too early to tell the trajectory of the bullet. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president described, our conclusion becomes quite different. If the flags were pointed in the other direction, the president fired the bullet. Exactly, our trajectory changes completely. The bullet came from the podium. I was right to be sus that this whole thing was staged. I'm all into the prosecutor route, not gonna lie. Edgeworth is alive. Edgeworth has more of his ducks in order than the defense attorneys. I like playing Edgeworth though. But I kind of mixed Phoenix. He was kind of fun in a different way. I like them both, so. I like how condescending Edgeworth is whenever you get something right. Oh, oops, Mr. President. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot. Yes. Yes, Kay. That's exactly what it means. My Jolly was right. This president's sus AF. We may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. I'm going to present Mr. Knight.
Take that!
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. Yeah. If the president fired a shot, it would have gone through the bodyguard. What? The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. Bullet trajectory data updated by organizer. The guy's one of the president's bodyguards. I'm telling you, Gumshoe, this whole thing is staged! Staged AF. Or, okay, it's either staged or he was hired to kill a president. But I don't think so. I think it's staged. Well, the heck, we go around shooting balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? I'm trying to imply that you're shady, sir. Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times as my would-be assassin. We've put up with a lot from you, but this? Why are you sweating, Mr. Knight? Why are you sweating so hard? The president and his bodyguards will let pieces put on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this. Oh, alright. You do that, Mr. Wang. Sorry, President Wang. Beauty Blood, hello Radiant. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, sir. What, you just do everything as you're told? Weak. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it? Therefore, I need proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during the crucial moment. First shell was fired around the time the president raised his fist. Alright, let's take a look. There we go! Let's look at his hair! It's been blown back quite hard. I'm assuming we're using this. Oh, I can see it right here. Right here. I can see the flag in this picture. Alright! Thanks, Kay! Kay really pulling through. Yes, we do. Perhaps it can also show us what was happening like then. Oh, we totally can. Let's do it. The proof is in this picture right here. Which picture and where? Right here, right here. I got you, Edgeworth. For once, I understand where you're going with this. Present. Do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. That means how powerful they did shoot the balloon? What do you think, Gumshoe? What do you think? I don't think he's the assassin, Kay. He's not the assassin. He is, however, a piece on the board, as he described. He's not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? Watch her answer, I might aim for something else next. Big words for someone wearing a neck brace! It was the point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Y'all need to watch more movies and TV shows. Alright, so we have the fact that Knight shot the balloon on the right side. Fact alone changes everything about the case. Alright, we're gonna put some stuff together. We're gonna put together his position and the fact that he shot the balloon. We'll start there. Because I think if we go any further, that's too big of a leap in logic. Why did Knight's assigned position change? Because DeShelly got to him. He's so cool. I love DeShelly. Shelly the Killer. Sorry, I always forget his name, but I love him. He's so cool. I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Was that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed and Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, he wouldn't have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him. No. Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? If we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? We made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. The president was the one who ordered the change. I'm telling you, it's staged! Alright, here we go. Let's put those two together. I'm reading things right. The president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in Summer's crosshair today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? President's orders. And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? President's order. Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. As only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt. Come on, Kate, get with the program! Y'all need to watch more TV, bro! Do you understand what you're saying? Oh, yes, I do, Mr. Knight. I understand exactly. I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. Oh, this is not a joke, President Wang. Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause panic. And then he fired again. Yes, he did. It was 2 shots, Kay. Did you forget? Fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit. So then what's the deal with one in the vest? I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. That's what I was thinking. You look like a blowfish again, Mr. President. He didn't take a bullet after all. Alright, here comes the rebuttal. That's not true. I was shot, I tell you. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? You didn't think that far? You say yourself, you found the shooter in the photograph, the person with the red hood.
Objection!
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. And where does Tabby fit into all this? Just simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. A highly suspicious person with the red hood. I've yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president. That's right, then you were tricked. Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. It's making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. And when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. The case would have gone cold. Exactly what our friends here were hoping for, except Mr. Rook died. Because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. That's what I've been saying. Is he crashing out? Oh. See, I told y'all. He looks like if a vampire and the werewolf had a really ugly baby. He drooped! Ain't no way! I knew it! His muscles were fake! The presidential mask is well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it? If that stupid cheap prosecutor had insisted on signing you... How could I let this happen?
Objection!
Oh. Alright, Mr. Knight doesn't like where this is going. Bro needs to work out. For real. Failed Botox! Stop! Man, Ashworth hit him with the truth so hard and punched the Botox out of him. Alright, Mr. Knight. Oh, he's firming up! Yes, alright, we're not involving you in the conversation right now, Mr. Knight. Can you sit down and chill? Oh. He's getting serious. I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. Are you sure that thing is what you want as your king, bro? I'm just saying, he doesn't... Doesn't look like he befits the title of a king. Oh. He's getting real fancy with his gun now. So go ahead, keep running your mouth. Yeah, this would be better if he stuck to threaten each other with words. He wouldn't, would he? Yeah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. Claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. It is certain something that allowed you to conceal our actions. Yeah, the cases you were holding. But do you think I'm blind? Like, look at this picture. Right here. You think I'm blind? I'm going to say it's the attaché case, but if that's not it, then I don't know. Then maybe I am blind. Edward casts vicious mockery. I love how condescending he is when he gets things right.
Take that!
Alright. Your attaché case. Yes. You're sweating now, ain't ya? Take a look at case photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. Case MVP. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edward? Alright, what's the fact? Give it to me. Shame you don't seem to have noticed that theories are all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was below in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hit my gun with my attaché case. Changed the security flags because I couldn't turn my head. All just speculation, circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it. You know what? As much as I hate to admit it, he has a point. This is a very circumstantial case. For now. Yeah, at least with the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensic to see if it matched my gun. But now that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna go dredge it up. Yeah, exactly. He is right. Everything's circumstantial. Maybe now you can shut your mouth. Oh! Hold it. Alright, Miss Lloyd, what you got for me? Okay, what is it? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? She's so scared. No, never mind. That's what I thought. Grinding her now. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. And then you're going to jail, ma'am. You're a journalist after all, are you not? Dang it. I can't stay quiet any longer. Too bad I can't do a southern accent, guys. Understand what you're doing, right? Think carefully before opening that mouth. I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before. The laser pointer I used on the president. That's all I done. I never shot nobody. So I told you, Squill, and you go down as an accomplice. I mean, she didn't really commit a crime. What? You're gonna charge her with conspiracy to stage a shooting? It's not illegal to point lasers at people. Also, Zenpa's embassy sniffing out a story like I told you. This is bad. Comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president, that kind of stuff. What about the gun in the trash can? That I don't know nothing about, I swear. All he's told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point their pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am. Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham. What's wrong with you people? Do any of you know what's good for you? Do you know what's good for you, Mr. I'm wearing a neck brace knight? My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Hey, you successfully removed me from this case the student intended, perhaps that you could have kept your palm quiet. Your claws are out. Did he almost shoot himself with his gun while he's spinning his gun around? So let me get this straight. Alright, Kay's gonna give us a summary. Until Tabby, if you let's look about fake assassination plot, will have you convicted for murder. Or something like that. Is there no such thing? President has spoken. Give it up, Nat. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice. Well, I guess he's not firming back up. So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt. I do. I'm sorry. Why do something like that? Why do you think, Kay? My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies, all of it. The bullet in the vest was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today. Alright, so the bulletproof vest was a prop used in the stage in the assassination attempt. Alright, so we got that updated. But then what was up with the killer? A plank got out somehow, and then he just appeared, helping on turning out fake assassination into a real one. Hence the red coat, I suppose. Hope to getting close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job. There's one thing I don't understand. What would that be? Why did Rook have to die? The whole thing was fake. How did he wind up getting killed in the real? It's true, therein lies the real question. He was a fine bodyguard at best. Unless the killer's target was never the president. It may not have been a native saying copy who was someone I could fully trust. Mr. Rook must be really something to give a trust someone to hide from his own shadow. Sounds like he was his trustworthy presence I am to use, sir. Yeah, sure, Gumshoe. I believe that's for me to say, detective, not you! Stop! Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct? He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused. You have done well to listen to him. It's a tragedy, the life equipment has been wasted. What was so great about him anyway? I don't know, Mr. Knight. Perhaps the fact that he was trustworthy gotten into him. It was just another piece on the board there to protect you, nothing more. Oh, President Whiting's slightly shaken. Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Oh, that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step the most. It's because Mr. Rook knows that it wouldn't be a good move. I value supports you, of course, but I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. Now that that spineless Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. Yeah, your plan went so well that I saw right through it, sir. We're all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. Doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? Why? My plan this time was perfect. They always are, as they always will be. It's quite a statement. I agree, Edgeworth. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure. No thanks to you in that buffoon Rook. I would say on some level he succeeded, wouldn't you agree? How was it exactly Mr. Rook's fault? Getting died to kill it would have never come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. Please, Shiny mustn't talk like that. I was about to say this president reminds me of someone. But he actually holds up to his actions to care of others are affected. Stop! Well, I think this president has good intentions. He's just a little scared. But I also don't feel like he became president right. Because I fail to see how Zhang Bao would elect someone as pitiful as this to be president. I don't know. Isn't it nice that in fiction, people in power cares about others? Anyway, please, Mr. You mustn't talk like that. Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted. I see. You are indeed an opportunist. Yeah, I protected the president? No. Yeah, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake. The assassination on the president was fake, okay? On Rook, a totally different matter. You guys say everything twice? Plan a fake assassination because somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? You said Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. The second? That wasn't me? You sure about that? I would say you had the perfect angle to shoot him. Yeah. Then who did fire it? A real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. And the most likely suspect here is the priest cowering quietly in the corner. Miss Lloyd? I see where this is going. He's trying to pin it on her still. Not your damn assassin. She wouldn't have the correct trajectory to shoot him. Is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. I, for one, don't believe you, Mr. Knight! The gun in the trash can, it can only belong to you. Or you planted it there to pin it all on her. Let's do this, Edgeworth. Knight's Gambit! Alright, I don't play chess. In fact, I probably don't know the first thing about chess. But I'm pretty sure we can win anyway. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane, giving you the perfect opportunity to shoot. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you? The knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. No, the knight only protects himself. Are you sure you're protecting the king? I feel like you were protecting your own interest. He means that his only concern was protecting the president, but why would he be concerned if the assassination is a farce? Lose the king, you lose the game. Is that the first rule of chess? The win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed. You kept the president safe, you win? Only if I can't pin the crime on you. It's a bit early to be calling our little match in. In any case, but this is where our battle really begins. Alright, here we go. The Knight's Gambit. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back on the plane. Right.
Hold it!
The victim really didn't take part in your little plan then, did he? Nope, and we kept him in the dark on the details. You really thought the president was in danger? You must have noticed that the shot came from right next to him. Maybe he did, guess we'll never know. Didn't think this all the way through, did you? Even if he did know it was a sham, he still had a job to do. He still had to protect his king. He was able to make a judgment like that in a split second? Impressive. He really was as capable as they say. Stop rolling him off, Ezra. Not so capable that couldn't read him like a book. Are you confessing? I made it so he had no choice but to go along with that little performance. Alright, I left for key in this room while I secured the president's safe room.
Hold it!
Why do that? You and the president both knew the whole thing wasn't real. But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look, right? Imagine someone had spotted a man who just been shot at. Hanging out in his plane, sipping beer, just like he didn't have a care in the world. And what was the victim doing during all of this? Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Funny how the monitor to the safe room is missing. Anyway. When I came back, Alric was lying there on the ground.
Hold it!
Guess that. I do want to look at something. One monitor is missing and then one pointing inside the safe room. Alright. We're on the ground exactly right where he is now, the middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut though. I guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. Thanks to this little blunder, my whole plan fell apart. You have kept to save his present, but he's in here now to save your good name. Alright. I call that dereliction of duty. What would you call it? I would call it murder in the first degree. But you know, that's just me. An offer for a try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say. That's just how it is. Alright, let's press the fact that the journalists have shot Rook while we're
Hold it!
upstage. Richard and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attaché cases. Opened them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved into cover positions and used them to shield the president. So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield. Do you really believe Miss Lloyd to be that skilled a marksperson? No, she's aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot. So it's pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit, and the bullet simply happened to find its way past her attaché cases and through the gap in his vest? It's crazy to me too, but the facts are facts. Alright, it was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye, and the proof is in your hand. And you tell me my story, my theories are unbelievable? Ain't no way.
Hold it!
So the second shot had nothing to do with you? Right, that one was fired by your little friend. Imagine the speech had bags that had hit its mark. So she said it was a single shot, right? Said it was a single shot. Pretty sure. I'll admit it, I set the whole thing up. And your role was to aim the laser pointer at the president. It's not my fault that wasn't enough. You were the one who decided to bring a gun to the party. Who knows, maybe you thought if you kept on shooting, you could shut me up too. So Mr. Knight's suggesting that he first fired one shot and then Mr. Lloyd fired one more. Except, if I recall, there was 2 spent bullets in the revolver. Alright. She didn't get one! Yeah, his entire testimony is pure conjecture. He can't prove any of it. I can prove one statement being wrong. Alright, so I think where we're going with this is the fact that he said that she only fired one shot. But the bullet, there were 2 bullets spent in the revolver. Oh, I gotta call this hitting finger wag! So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that? Sure, I'm sure. Well, what you propose would indeed match up with the total numbers of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Why? Does it shock you, Kay, after everything you've been through? Think about it, the reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun will conclude that the shooter had been the spectator in the gun. In order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon. That's about 2 spent rounds. Exactly. Precisely, as we've already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which hit Mr. Rook can come from this gun either. That's some high-grade sleuthing. It's called evidence. You should try it. Why don't you get to the point? From this far. Spit it out. Oh, I tend to. Don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was you.
Take that!
You're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Finally got up the courage to say it, huh? Oh no, I'm like you. I don't accuse people without proof. Oh, President Wang, I have news for you, man. It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder. You killed Mr. Rook hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. The president locked you in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed. It was just you and Mr. Rook alone together. That was when the third bullet was fired right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
You're really gonna claim there's a third one now? Said only 2 gunshots with her. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof. Close the door. Nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. Was the president right next door? Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President, I didn't hear anything. You can observe this room through your security feed. The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room. That's what you did this time too, right? Wow. That is what's gotten into him. Mr. President, this is vitally important. What? I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears. Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real? Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. The slightest hint of that awful noise, and it was just too much. How did you get elected? Ain't no way this guy got elected to presidency by his own merits. Ain't no way. That's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. You should definitely write an article about this. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on. Which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at his throat. Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly? I don't know, man, President Wang. Just look at him giving negative vibes. You should never trust someone with negative vibes. You think I killed that old halfwit? You don't trust me much, huh? It's because you're untrustworthy. Look at your face. That's a hella untrustworthy face. These are things I get from putting my life on the line for you day after day. If you weren't so sus, maybe you would get more gratitude. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? But you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it? No, because his gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired. But how do you know there wasn't a stun bullet from the start? Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet, the bullet that hit Rook. That's pure speculation, pal. You know it. True. Maybe, but can you prove it's not true? Not with any certainty, no. Nothing without conclusive proof. Come on. Single piece of evidence straight from my heart, I tell you. What are you waiting for? There must be something. You can't prove it. Stop calling me Ruffles. Alright, never mind. You know what? I'll allow it just this once. I messed up, I know I did. I should never have done what I did, not even for a scoop. Well, if not you, then someone else, Tabby. That ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body. Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Perhaps I can? At least if the bullet that burst the balloon might have a scrap of viability. Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. We had the bullet that killed Mr. Root. Forensic could tell us which gun it was fired from. No proof, no case.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Well, Edgeworth has thought of something. I just don't know what he thought of. You have to claim you do have proof? Of course I do. This ought to be good. Oh! Oh, I don't know. Show me this proof of yours. The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well. The conclusive evidence is... So it must still be somewhere here in the plane. Which also explains why the monitor is missing. Not in my possession. Thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over. However, it is here in this room. As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. Where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our mind back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life and found itself lodged in his vest. Sorry, if the president had been wearing that vest, this could have been a lot worse. But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where's the real bullet? I like it, a twist. This is good stuff. Come on, then don't keep us in suspense. Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up? I would suspect it's the monitor.
Take that!
There's something very clearly missing from this room. A prosecutor with some comment says, "Excuse you, out of everyone in this franchise, I would be willing to make the claim that Edgeworth has the most amount of common sense." Take a look at the bank of security monitors. I see you caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. Oh. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President? There was. I have no idea what my plushie's doing there now, though. It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go, and why? The why is easy enough to answer because it was struck by a bullet. Or if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So where did the missing monitor go? Or indeed, I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search, if you would. Roy was like, "Get on it, Gumshoe!" Oh, nice trying to pull extraterritoriality card. But President White has no objection to a search. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way. Well, nah, he really doesn't trust you. I don't believe this is because you're untrustworthy! That, would you ever think about anybody else? He's trustworthy. That's what I said. Search has been authorized, detective, if you wouldn't mind. Sir, I found the monitor! Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet. My hand in here and just oh. That sounds dangerous. Oh, would you look at that? Blood. This is a bullet that killed Mr. Rook, there's no doubt about it. Bloody bullet data jotted down in my organizer. There you have it, Mr. Knight. A single piece of evidence you requested straight through your heart. Even you must now admit if this bullet didn't come from a spectator area gun, then this blood cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. It's only sweating. Detective have forensics analyze the bullets, striations, and compare them to the dummy. Alright, he's going. And in this fictional world, Striation and analysis came back in about 5 minutes. Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed out of the victim, proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun, probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. I cannot imagine that Miss Lloyd is in the clear. Lastly, the striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon. No doubt about it, so this is going to fire that bullet. He could have traded the guns when it was in his possession. Is that something? I feel like he switched out. So he switched up the gun when they were in his possession. What's the matter? You didn't keep the gun. That's what I should do. He simply returned the different gun. Because the only one back to the corner here is you. Knight's counter. There's no denying forensic proof that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? There can have been many else up on the stage who needs a little friend. That killed Rook since the murdering just moved it. Remove that truth. Just remember 2 things. 1, where you found that gun. And 2, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, it can have been the shooter. How did it come to? He switched out the gun when we gave him the evidence. There's no way Tabby did it, is there? Don't let him get to you, okay? We just need to go over his statement again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. He must have switched out the gun when we gave him the evidence. Alright, so let's press
Hold
it.
Objection!
He said that Francis was the Dracula. That is true. Because he was shot in the chest by true. Bullet and the gun are a match. Kinda has to mean that Tabby bullet trigger. Or the gun was switched. Even so, I simply cannot accept it. There's no denying the evidence. Except y'all forgot who had the evidence. It isn't, so what am I missing? If I assume Miss Lloyd's innocent, then the gun of the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, okay? I was just thinking, if evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. What evidence in question? Shouldn't there be more fingerprints on there than just Rooks? Than just Knights? There's no way Tabby did this. So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there. Yeah, shouldn't there be more fingerprints than Mr. Knight's on there? Right, I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means as someone who believes that evidence is everything, core the irony is a lot awesome. But if I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be the gun. Something untoward is going on here would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle a gun. Shouldn't our fingerprint also be on there? And let me get the end of the line. Indeed, he had ample opportunity. He had switched out the gun. There's no doubt that this gun's the weapon that was used in the crime, which means it must belong to...
Take that!
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be... Exactly! Mr. Knight's revolver data jotted down in my organizer. Okay.
Objection!
Saying that forensics was wrong. Well, it had the victim's blood on it, which means it must be the one that took his life. It does seem to have fired from the gun we found in the trash can. Men in dice trays? Yes, well spotted you. Let's just agree that the facts are what they are and move on. Don't fire that fatal bullet. Pull the trigger.
Hold it!
True indeed. Still can't bring us up to this. Get it. Are you sure about that? You're very trigger happy, I'm just saying. Yeah, we do both know it's you.
Hold it!
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to present what. What proof is there that Miss Floyd fired the gun? How about the forensics report? They didn't find her prints though. The only prints they found were yours.
Objection!
But when I confiscated the evidence, anyway, said it wasn't this journalist. Who was it? It can't have to be. Alright, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to present the evidence. I know where they're going with this. I've done it once, I handed over the evidence and not a movie. Okay. Okay. Overcomes suspense. Wow. 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 So this is what he has to say for himself one more time. Okay. So I'm gonna present the gun here, maybe? Oh, this is not it. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to present this. I'm a little bit confused on the timing. I'm a little confused on the timing, but that's okay. Alright, maybe I don't know. We're playing Russian roulette now. Okay, here we go. You switched the gun, didn't you? That's why the marking matched the weapon in question. It was yours all along. And cheeky move there, Edgeworth. And you must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. Took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. And not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me, so the one we found. Did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future? Is that so strange? You're a chess player after all. Manuel used to thinking several moves ahead. Alright, he's doing his fancy gun thing again. Flattered, but much as it pays me to admit it, you're overestimating my ability. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? Alright. Next stage, Knight's Counter, Part 2. The gun is the same model as mine, we're sure but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also take a look in the cylinder, 2 spent bullets, just what I expect to see. Yeah, because it's your gun. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what. You say I'm overestimating your abilities? You surprised me. I'm a modest guy. Yeah? Yeah? Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you? Shame, so guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence. Yeah, I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. I just got lucky with the evidence will be your excuse, I'd imagine. Ooh, fighting words! Alright! Here we go with the rebuttal. Alright, so let's press the fact that they're just coincidentally the same model. Was it a necessity? Can't be both, pal. Sure it can, we bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use. But why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? Probably something to do with its use. No spent cases to chase down poison. Perfect tool for Joey. Can't afford to fail. Don't know what you're doing. Alright. Coincidence necessity doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way. Alright, so let's press about the laser sight. Because you swapped it on there. He's just gonna deny that. Accusations. Technically, my dad is dead. That is rude. You spent bullets is what I expect to see. Alright, let's press that. I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in the suit? It's over here? No, now. Damn. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. But if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to swap the gun properly, you have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. You didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means... Trying to do the right thing inside, don't you? Game's all but done.
Hold it! Objection!
It won't even let me finish my sentence! If given the chance to investigate any further, I have to work with what we've gathered. So they're all a possibility. I don't have any direct evidence of his wrong treatment. That in itself is proof. Otherwise, the strategy shouldn't line up like these. Hi. Take a look and see if he's going to see exactly what this is. It's a bullet that goes level is also kind of Sally's card. You know there's 2 bullets in the gun. Let's pull the grid. The guns in the gun, but they can be outside. Has to reload it every time.
Hold it!
Okay. Goodbye, your own weapon. So he says, let loose a few rounds earlier as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. Even if I would tell you how many there were at the time, you have no way to verify. In order to swap the guns properly, you'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. Maintain the right number of bullets. Didn't have the chance to put in on any gloves though, which means these fingerprints would be on the bullets. Loaded. think I understand where they're going with this, but also I don't. Alright. YOLO. I've got a condescending wing finger wag! Have your proof right here. You've been working too hard, Edgeworth. You sure about that? Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you. These fingerprints should be on the bullets. It's about to come into play. The rook, the bishop, not a pawn, surely. The evidence against the gun will prove takes the form of fingerprints. Namely, your fingerprints.
Objection!
Yes, your prints. Of course my prints are on the gun, but why would they be on the bullet? Can it write to me when you gave up the evidence? How could they not be on there?
Objection!
What if I told you there are prints on the part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point? Oh, but I can't prove it. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happen as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective. 2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir? The bullets. You did indeed switch the gun when I handed you the evidence. If that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found. Exactly. What about Mr. Knight? You know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. He fired another bullet into Mr. Rook and in his life. 3 shots altogether. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose and shot during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit, with his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report? They were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence. I got you now! And there we have it! Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you're the true assassin. You didn't? Oh, we got a shoulder shrug. Checkmate. Is he gonna crash out? Oh, he's crashing out! He's crashing out! My favorite part of the game. Oh, he's so crashing out. God. You sure his neck didn't break when he was he's getting his head punched into his neck brace? Alright. Now to reveal his reasoning. I was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook. If it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Oh god. Are you cursing me now? Our game isn't over yet. It's as far as we go for today. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom. It's not fair. You killed a guy. How is it not fair? Oh, he buffed up again! Damn. Those Botox shots sure work quickly. Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You should be saying that to Mr. Rookman. You exposed a murder within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that. It's suddenly very presidential again, now that we're back outside the play. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. You want me to handle it? Rook refused, but I can rely on you. Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly. Hello, Virgil. How are you? What's up? How's everything been? He'll play his part like the pawn who wins. Just in time for the end of my chess game. The hatred in his eye was plain to see. He despised me. I was not entirely clear about moving forward tonight and trying to and looking back at me, he sensed my disgrace. It helped me to play a part in his decision to end his life. Mr. President, and this would have happened if anyone had plotted to take him life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with. You're right. I can only apologize for the part I played. Ain't no way this guy got elected into president based on his own merits. No doubt we made a case for actions along the run, but I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. Doing fine? Good! I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. But just in time for the conclusion of the case. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zhengfa. You will always be welcome. There he goes! Well, thank you. Y'all don't know how grateful I am. Oh, I can tell. All's well that ends well. Are you sure about that, Kay? Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you is, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were willing to participate in the staged assassination attempt. Police will no doubt wish to speak to you about that. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know, and I'm awfully sorry about everything. Truly, I am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. Sure, I got me some serious thinking to do. Oh, something else? Thanks, Kay! Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum, earns eternal gratitude president. How's that for a headline? You're very cheerful, Kay. There's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does you solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. No comment. As well I should be. This case is not over yet. It isn't? How come, sir? Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
Take that!
Killer's calling card. Calling card. Killer's calling card. Mr. The Killer has yet to complete his assignment. He might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. As one would expect with an attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Oh. The end. Yes, I would love to save my progress. Alright, here we go. Episode 2, The Captive Turnabout. Turnabout Legacy, a Turnabout Forsaken, Turnabout for the Ages. We still have a long way to go. We're gonna start the Captive Turnabout. I'm a little scared. That sounds scary. Huh? I was kind of joking about the scary part, but now it's really scary. Why is there a random bell ringing? Someone's walking. This looks like a prison of sorts. Oh, this is really scary and I don't like it. And there's blood. Oh. Oh. Oh! Mr. Knight was killed in jail? The lights are flickering. Oh my god, it's so scary. Huh? Is it dog? Huh? March 27, 10:16 a.m. Detention Center. Visitors room. Okay, we'll all just hang out. Still no sign of them, huh? Yeah. How long do they intend to keep us waiting? Sure, like Gar will bring him in any second now. Oh, but he's dead. The killing of Bastian Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the party. Today we're paying a visit to the detention center. Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. This trial is due to start tomorrow, and I am to be the prosecutor behind the bench. It's taking so long. You there, what's going on? Guard doesn't know! He's gonna go and check. We've got a situation. Tonight, he's been killed. The detention center? Guard, take us to the scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. Alright, here we go. So it didn't happen in the holding cells? Surely that was where he was being held. Your life choice. Crime scene's this way. This door leads the prison proper. Those other cells are part of the prison? I exactly know those other detention centers holding cells. It's where defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. The area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose. It's where the people who are convicted serve out their time. I suppose you could say it's the last place of great peace ever wants to be. Alright. So he was killed in prison? What the hell? That's Knight, alright. He's dead. How could this have happened? How did he wind up inside the prison proper? March 27th, 10:32 a.m. Prison workshop. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? I can hardly believe it myself, but there can be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes. And what's he doing here? I thought he was being held in the detention center. He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. The law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here. He wandered his way over here. How? With the door locked? The detention center and the prison are separated not only by 2 heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. That would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. Building layout data jotted down in our organizer. I suppose we better take a closer look at Knight's body. We need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Alright, we're beginning the investigation. In the prison workshop. Alright, let's have a look at the body. Bronco Knight, killed the day before his court date. We better take a closer look. Glove right here. A rubber glove. Just the one, though. We should examine it in more detail. There's blood on the backside of it. Fingers are covered in blood on this side. It's safe to assume that this glove was dropped sometime after Knight's death. This had it been on the floor when the full glove was forming, then the blood would have flown around and would not have been covered. So there's been blood around the edge. Assuming the glove was discarded after the blood had been pulled around the edge. Maybe our murder dished after they took it. It's certainly a possibility. At the very least, whoever it was that dropped it must have seen the body. You there! Yes, you, guard! Have you seen that glove before? Prisoners wear them for work. It's strange, though. Prisoners issued with those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells. They aren't allowed to take them out without permission, and we always check. I suppose they'll explain why there aren't any other gloves. Alright, rubber glove data jotted down in my organizer. Let's take a look at his body. His neck brace is soaked with the blood from the hole in it. I assume that's the cause of death. And it was probably he wouldn't even have a chance to cry out for help. There's a small cut on his scalp too. Was he struck with something? Maybe he fell and hit his head after he was stabbed in the throat? Possible, but it's too early to say with any certainty. Alright. Let's take some photos. Thanks, Kay. Thanks, Kay, for loaning us your camera. His clothes sure are a mess, though. They appear to be covered in dirt. This is like me when it comes to law. The detective, I'm pretty sure it's because he was in prison. Body is partially covered by a dirt-stained car. There's a rope on top of it. And I tied up the rope. Alright, we'll jot that data down. Let's take a look at underneath the sheet. The red stuff. It's blood. So the tarp has blood on the inside. Okay, that's important. That's important. Let's take a look at this. Sad. See one of these in your office. I'm sure you have, detective. It's a pocket chess set. The victims, I'd imagine. They love chess after all. It's a good way to pass the time. Holding chessboard with pieces stored inside appear to have belonged to the victim. If there's anything else, we'll quick peek around. I think we've looked at everything on the body. You never know. Yeah. Something on his finger. Close to look. It's a ring, and an expensive looking one at that. Kay, this is evidence, okay? It's a ring on his finger. Alright, I think that's everything that we can find here. Same. It doesn't seem to connect any useful clues. No whip of treasure either. Alright, Kay. Oh, the weird equipment. I'm not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. Smells weird though. Kind of musky like wet fur. I'm pretty sure these are used to hold up a dog while they trim their claws. It's nothing special except when it comes to sniffing out treasure. Alright, okay. We have to still some pulses. I'm not sure that's entirely true. Pretty sure this is a British shampoo. Trying to inspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alright. Alright. Let's take a look. We're having something like this in a prison. Cage inside a cave. Technically, a prison isn't made up of Basic nature of an investigation is to seek accurate facts and information. Looks like a pulley of some kind. Maybe the prisoners use it for work. Are you gonna say no? Absolutely not, okay? You're not permitted to swing on that rope. Alright. I wonder if there's anything of use on this first spot. We'll take a look around. Make sure we get everything before we move on to the bottom part of the scene. Alright! Now for the juicy part. Got some rope here. There's a rope near a nice body too. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna sit this stuff. Rope escape trip. No thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kay. Maybe at a later time. These tarps are rather colorful. Most tarps I've seen out of this room like this. Stand out in a room like this. I think the whip stands out a little bit more. Whip on top of it. Yeah, they remind me of Francesca. She left it here? Yeah. Francesca would never leave her whip here. Okay, we looked at the pulley system already. There's not much to do. The tarp is important because the body was wrapped in it. For some reason. Okay, I think we've got everything here. Let's go back. This seems to be a list of business reservations for this workshop. Visitor numbers, I'd imagine. People are meant to have names, not numbers. Alright, Kay. Kay, you're getting very excited. Alright, what's over here? This part of the floor is covered with dirt. Footprints. Too many footprints, unfortunately. We need a specialist identify them. In the meantime, you can refrain from treading a little. Great, detective. Yeah, my concern was for the footprints, not for your jacket. Anything out of the ordinary to report, officer? Yes, sir. There's one thing. The body in the workshop, sir. That's not what I mean. Thank you. What's a gumshoe? The victim. Arrested for murder on the afternoon of the 25th and killed on the morning of the 27th. Talk about instant karma. Never would have thought our perps would turn into a victim himself, though. I don't like this at all. I don't think it was the ice cream guy, do you, sir? Not has seen his face right and he couldn't afford to let him live. Shelly the killer, you mean? No, if this were his doing, he would surely have left a calling card. Besides, Knight isn't the only one who knows what he looks like. We do too. Yeah. Still, this is a high security facility. I just don't understand how it's even possible. Let's talk about the prison! Guess it makes sense having the detention center and the prison in the same building. It means they can share the visitors' room. It's an unusual design, but certainly convenient for anyone visiting. And why have two different areas in the first place? Well, there are two different classes of detainees, of course. There's pre-trial and those post-trial. The two facilities may be housed in the same building in this case, but they are actually quite different. All I know is that they're both hands and God. Us and the indictment each help clarify the difference between them. Please, that's so mean. Alright, I don't think we have anything else to share with the detective. I think we've looked at everything. So, let's put the tarp and the pile of tarp and the bloody tarp together. Should obviously connect in some way. These tarps have a pretty distinctive design, in fact. It's the same design as the bloody tarp around Mr. Knight's body. Oh, alright, Kay. Hey, those are just words, and I thought you were on sabbatical. Bloody tarp data jotted down in my organizer. Colorful tarp found by the victim's body. Some of these were being stored in workshop A. Not a bad bit of evidence gathering. I think you stop us when we're on the hunt together. Yeah, thank you for all your assistance. There's one thing we still haven't found. The murder weapon. Especially from this crime scene, the murder weapon. See no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. Think about it. Come now, detective. There are basic investigative principles we're talking about here. Guess? You guess? You guess? Y'all investigating a murder scene and the murder weapon didn't cross your mind? Items that could contribute to potentially lethal strictly controlled within the prison. After patrol, we wouldn't want inmates getting their hands on them. Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene. What was the murder weapon? And where has it gone? The answers to these questions may be the keys to figuring out what happened here. Huh? Oops. Excusez-moi, but this is the scene of the crime, right? Huh? Wait, do you guys know each other? Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. Mr. Fender has been far too long. Even after all this time, I know that deeper out anywhere in that neck for us. Man from Volkarma, the man, the legend. Gotta say, I didn't expect to see you here. This is Mr. Ezra, not that old geezer. Detective, please. Ezra. Yeah. Because that explains the fresh face! Can't blame the guy for mixing you two up, though. You have to spin an image of the old devil in his day. See, you haven't changed. Who's this guy? How many years has it been? Good question. But who's counting, huh? Been away traveling so long, I just lost track. You know how it is. But you know what I do remember? You betraying everything you were supposed to stand for. What? Huh? Huh? Who are you? This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney. With a receding hairline, no less. Enchanté, as they say. Fender's the name and defending's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. Alright, everyone's making introduction. Yeah, case on sabbatical. Yeah. That's so romantic. Très chic, if you will. Alright. It's nice to finally meet someone who gets it. Okay, not right now. Yeah, it's girls only, okay? No hard. This guy just says whatever. This guy just says whatever. And why are you here, Mr. Fender? Almost forgot this is your scene. Keeping the fence out is strategy number 1 in the Volkarma playbook, after all, isn't it? Wait, you are his defense attorney?
Hold it!
His attitude is unfortunately understandable. I take it you're Mr. Knight's attorney? Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, I was supposed to be anyway. So there's plenty to represent Knight if his client hadn't been murdered. He and I would have faced off against each other in court. Oh, I would have liked that. I missed the courtroom a bit. I better see what he has to say for himself. Alright, here we go. The current case. So the victim asked you to represent him? Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today. As was I. But a guard showed up instead and told his ex-body had been found. This guy's very chill. I'm as bummed about it as you. Even brought him some weenies to cheer him up. And cut into an octopus, no less. Very thoughtful. Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into prison. Well, it's here now. Want some? Little buy some picked up in my travels. So more-ish. I'm good, thank you. I don't really have stomach for food after seeing the body. What am I doing here anyhow? Don't tell me you want to hear Knight's side. Volkarma's always more of a convicted defendant at all costs guy. He didn't teach you that? I've moved on. That was a long time ago. Did you say so? Sure you don't want any weenies? No, I'm good, thank you. Talk about the victim. You met with your client previously? Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxster called me the minute he was arrested. He sounded really freaked out, man. Mentioned your little performance, too. According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself. Not a kind word was spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all of that. Boy, did he not like you. Trash talked you something fierce. Can't say I didn't join the fun, though. That's rude, Mr. Fender. I'm in the visitor's room here, and I don't think I ever had that much of a gas. so you come here a lot? Don't go getting the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars. Just happen to know someone who is. The visitor room is usually where I'm at. This isn't exactly my first time in the group either. In which case, I better ask him what he knows about this room. Tell me, what do you know about the scene of the crime? This room? None, dude. What do you know about it? I'll give you 3 choices. The classroom? Like they tied the Bronx Star in here to teach him a lesson? No! Check out those powers of deduction. A pat on the head for our genius prosecutor. Do you have something against me? What did I do? Let's see what the answer key has to say, shall we? You got it wrong. This is actually a workshop. That was not one of the 3 choices. Okay. So all the options he gave me were wrong. How infantile. The cons come here to perform various duties. They can learn new skills too. Bank some qualifications for them when they're back on the street. How is it access to this room controlled? Who has the key? I don't have all the answers. Oh. My man over there probably does though, right, compadre? The workshops are unlocked with physical keys. The doors are fitted with sensors instead. Inmates have issues with these special bracelets there. When they walk through the workshop door, the sensor checks their bracelet. If they're not supposed to be there, ding-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sound. They let it ring for too long, then they get a real shock, if you know what I mean. If they try to break or remove the bracelet, a shock 3 times worse than that. I guess I need to ensure that no inmates follow the rules. That sounds like it's a little shock, never kill nobody. They wish to pass through a door like this one. Prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. We disable the sensors for them and let them in. Do prisoners use this workshop today? No, sir. No one's been here for days. I know if they had. So no prisoners have entered, let alone used this workshop. Door sensors data jotted down by organizer. Which means that there's a contradiction in this crime scene. Namely, there's something here that shouldn't be. I'll take another quick look over the crime scene and employ my powers of deduction to solve this mystery. Alright, thanks for the help, dude. Alright. Bracelet. He doesn't have a bracelet. Must be related to deafness somehow. The door. Okay. Apparently that's not it. Oh, the gloves. Okay, maybe it's the gloves. They're not supposed to. That means a prisoner dropped it. Prisoners aren't able to come and go from this workshop as they please. The door sensor would detect their bracelets and the alarm would sound. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet here we have a rubber glove of the kind issued to inmates. It's a clear contradiction. So where did the glove come from, sir? That's the question, isn't it, Detective Gumshoe? That's the question of the day. All I know for now is that the glove's a valuable piece of evidence. Investigation complete, and we recovered the little bit of HP we lost. You, apart from the prisoner and guards, who else has access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison after all. Prisoners and guards are pretty much all there is. Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know that's not true. You know as well as I did that prisoner and guards aren't the only ones who can come. Huh? They're what? Would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about? A pair of peepers in that hard head of yours? You didn't see them on the way in? Wandering about in the corridors, chilling with their buds. But if you moseyed on out of that door right now, you trip over one of them before you take a step. Talking about the guard dogs. You're such a wide fellow, you have a very narrow mind.
Hold it!
Look, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing. Isn't that what they say? Alright, let's follow Mr. Fender. March 27th, 11:06 a.m. Prison corridor. This is no ordinary prison. Here, humans share their space with some special friend. Animals. There's a pony, a rabbit, a monkey, a cat, and a pig. Bird and feather fellows of all shapes and sizes. Guard filmed me in how it came about. Seems they decided to try a little experiment in animal therapy a few years back. The colonists are assigned a critter each, a buddy, to help keep their spirits up. That's pretty cute, actually. Plus, inmates can even earn pet care qualification if they go through some job training with the animals. There must be what they'll put in the workshop. Room set up especially for that training stuff. He says somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime. Exactamundo, big guy was talking about these guys. What would an animal do with a rubber glove? Good question. All I'm saying is that it was possible. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem. We have no grounds to arrest him, detective. You saying these animals can wander freely around the prison? You know those sensors on the doors? They detect the prisoner's bracelet and sound the alarm when somebody goes walkabout. For our furry friends, it's the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open doors right up. Implanted just under the skin around the shoulders. Quick needle, quick jab, and voila. You don't feel a thing. That's what they tell me. Anyway. Now, where was I? So the point is, they're not the baddies here, so there's no reason to punish them. It's ironic, really. In this institution, when the humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content. You know what, Edgeworth? I agree. Those sensors data updated in my organs. Not completely free, though. You can't leave the prison proper for one. No sensors on that big mother of a door you see. Huh? What's that tinkling sound? It's a dog. Just look at that thing. Is that a bell around its neck? That explains the sound, I suppose. The dog is Edgeworth is happiest. Oh, he's barking something crazy. Are you seriously trying to stare it down? That's Edgeworth's natural state. I refuse to lose to a dog. God, handling skills could use some work. Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat him right. Come on now, come to come. The dog is just walking about. The dog was certainly very different to the other animals. He seems to have a real thing against him. Unbelievable. You met the manageri. What's next? Guess I better interview some witnesses, right, sir? Need more information regarding what happened around the time the body was found. Let's start with that. Oh. We're just gonna randomly talk to prisoners now? I mean, most of them are not gonna say anything. Yeah, we were wondering if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. No, they're gonna remain silent. Okay. Not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Let's start with the handshake. Maybe a hug to break the ice. Seconds out. And everyone's the hugging time. Oh! The bear is so cute! Round 1, 10 reps each. He's training Edgeworth. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Your name? From the blue corner, it's Rocco D259 Carcerato. Don't mind if I keep moving, do you, boss? Fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? Doesn't like there's any danger of that. Don't you worry, you'll lose too much weight doing all that. Gotta make weight before a fight, boss. Won't even make it into the ring if you don't. I like how the bears just hang off him. He's chilling. Gonna be a boxer, right? Was back in the day. That's good space fighting fit. Least waist as high skin. The bear pump the training. It's kind of like an apron. So cute. Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. It's my partner, see? This here polar bear keeps me on my toes. That's a really tiny polar bear, sir. Carcerato, that's a tiny ass polar bear. This tab loosen up a little, here's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. I ain't no Stewie. I don't know nothing, no how. Alright, just, yeah, come on. No zip. So he won't play ball. This is only one thing to do, Mr. Edgeworth. The more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I'm that he's hiding something. That's exactly what you do and don't know, shall we, Mr. Carcerato? Oh no! Oh no, we're doing mind chess! I'm doing mind chess. Oh. There we go. I'm so bad at mind chess. Let us analyze the state of play. He adopts a boxing stance when he's on high alert. I guess it's that thing won't go well if I push too hard. When my opponent's on the offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal quickly eventually. This is when I'll pounce. Does that seatbelt friend here knows anything about the incident? Stop asking about the bring this fight to an end before he knows what hit him. Ashworth, you make it sound so easy, but I'm so bad at this! Mind chess commence. Tell me about your day so far. Why don't you start by telling me what you've done today? What? You want a shot at the champ? Is that it? Put him on, pal. Bide my time. You're in the town already? That's gotta be a record. This cuss is hardly my style, but I'm more than happy to take you on a game of chat. Incidentally, don't you get tired of being diving like that all the time? You know, got a stomach a kid? Just you try. Bide my time. Ain't tired. Not today. Not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Having some quiet cell time. Probably sweat. Really, you look pretty sweaty to me. A break, will ya? Done talking, okay? Tired. Yeah, real tired. Thought you took it easy. You may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerato, but I'm afraid your lying needs quite a bit of work. Tired? Really? I hardly think that's possible. Especially not after you just told me about your quiet south time this morning. Damn. Gotta be careful here, Teddy. When this guy lands, he lands. Oh, he's taking off one cuff. He's taking off the training cuffs. Oh no. He's hiding something, I'm sure of it. Should try asking him about what was happening at the time of the incident. Inside and outside himself. I won't need to use my fists in this next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. What was it like around here? Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? Maybe strange. Worn out already? Although this guy Teddy, he's got a champ on the back foot. He's an awesome sense. Okay, now let's try that again. What's it like around here? No fighting skin. Don't play dumb. Wish I could help you, boss, but I was asleep. We both was. Okay. So let's talk about what he was doing. Remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Z's. We both was. This didn't happen only a short while ago. You seemed wide awake all this. Alright, yes, take a boxing stance. He's punching real hard. Bide my time! Fighter's gotta be able to get up quick when he's down, please. To builds muscle. I apologize for waking you. I think that rest is an important part of any boxer's training. Don't say. It's possible to stab you when it comes to fighting them up in you. How do you know my profession? How do you know I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out there in the corridor. Which means you weren't asleep, that you're lying. Again. Good kid, call me queen with that one. Oh no! The bear's hanging on to him! That's so cute! Oh my god, he's hanging on his shirt. Alright, admit I was catching those Z's, but what? A guy can't work out himself no more without lawyers getting involved? Or is a man taking care of himself a cry now? The fact that we now know he was awake is an important development. Could well prove you to be a useful clue. What's it like around here if you weren't catching Z's? You mean strange. Don't play dumb. Tell me what was going around that time. Wish I could help you, boss. I was asleep, we both was. You were exercising. You weren't asleep, you were exercising. You told me as much yourself. Counter punch, huh? Doesn't seem out uncommon. Seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Passerado. It's time to complain about what you know. Alright. Gotta shout about it. Stomping around like you own the place, Teddy and his pals have been scared enough this morning already. Already? Already? Did you just say already? You've done well to endure this long, but I fear you'll soon be out for the count. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it, Mr. Carcerado? Well, yeah, I'm getting shellacked here. That's a word? Fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud, real scary. Got a little guy scared too. Laughed at Mr. Michelle Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Checkmate. Alright! We got through the mind chest somehow. I think we now established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? I love Teddy. Teddy's so cute. Let's not get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun. Can we call a timeout here for a second? There's something super big I need to say. It's just what it's like fate brought us here today after all these years, Edgeworth. That's a real weird clap you got going on here. And it's a real privilege watching how you work eye-opening stuff like that. I just thought you should know I'll be telling you know who what you've become. Who know who? Need to get the lowdown, huh? Well, that's enough. This has nothing to do with you. I'm so sensitive. But whatever you wish to do, whomever you wish, just do it on somebody else's time. Whatever you say, boss man, but I think he should know at least. You know, how you've been living your life since you signed on to do things on karma way. After all, you disappointed him enough for one lifetime already, am I right? You about my father? Don't worry about it, Kay. Don't worry about it. I'm busy right now with Mr. Carcerado. Now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. Don't let it glove on me, kid. Alright, here we go. The incident. That is so cute. I want one. He's so cute. There was a show, finished right around 10 a.m. Came back here after to do some training. Leastways, I tried to barely got the count of 2 before somebody screamed, "What the ah?" I was hollering, howling, crying for help. Well, what can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tuned it out and it gets back to work. I find it curious that you pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. I said, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. Don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in what ain't none of their concern. You know what? Facts. Best you could do is rub a neck from in there anyway, am I right? You mentioned training, Mr. Costerado. I can't help but notice how well cooked your cell is. There's a guy, the fixer, as they call him. Fixer? Fella who can get his hands on just about anything you need for a prize. Much ought to ask for the beginner's guide to giving better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in one. Alright. What evidence do I even have? Okay. No, I don't want to look at my badge. The map of the facility. We have a glove. We have Mr. Knight's body. The rope. Chest. Tarp. And the door. Alright. Might shop liver? Yes, Bender, you are. Alright, so let's start by pressing his statements about the incident. Let's press about the show. What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring him in front outside, see? Singers, dancers, all kinds. Give us cons a little something to look forward to. Sounds like fun? You went along to see today's show? Sure I did. Can't miss a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world now, can I? Then it was over. Alright, let's talk about this training. What did this training involve? Let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm word, which means jump. That tiny cell, how? What about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous for him? He's no dummy. The second I get my ropes out, he jumps up and holds on tight. Yes, he jumps rope with polar bear clean to your chest. You mean you don't do that, Edgeworth? I do it all the time. It's so fun. We're partners. Besides, a little extra is good for me. Anyway, I started jumping rope. These ways I tried to, barely got to come up to because of the screams.
Hold it!
Tell us more about the scream you heard. It was the scream of the guy about to scream his laugh, and I should know. This is clearly audible? Guy backed into the corner, fighting for his life. You ever heard something like that, boss? Well, I have, and yeah, it was clearly audible. I was hollering and crying. Oh, that's pressed.
Hold it!
And that's all you heard? There's nothing else? Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? Just come around here and see if I can make this feel like he did. Oh, alright. Apologize to the good man? It's clearly important, yet he's some remaining here in feedback. Oh yeah, I heard the voice, like I said. I'm locked up in your room, so I tunes it out and it gets...
Hold it!
You're able to concentrate on your training even after hearing the screaming? Look, if I was on the outside, maybe things would have been different, but I had to see what I could do. If it's saying the outside, I can't go no place even if I want to. You can just look out for yourself to go sneak. I don't think anybody else would have thought of doing that except you. Somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. Mr. Kennard is clearly lying. He died instantaneously. So there's no way he was shouting.
Objection!
Anyway, objection. Accompanied by a condescending shoulder shrug, my favorite. Are you listening carefully, Mr. Costerado? Trying to be cute or something? No. The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. Yet neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. You said you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. Who's he? He said there was? But look, he's so smug. I admit it, I didn't hear nothing, right? But the guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell? Huh? What do you want? I heard a scream. What of it? Came right from the show and they put us in our cells, same as always. And just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream. A real scary one. Scary how exactly? And Tom, this part I guess was kind of like, eek! Someone, anyone, come quickly! He's something like that. Okay, so he heard the yellow guard. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say it probably wasn't the victim. It sounds more likely to have been the person who found his body. That explains it. So Mr. Casarato was telling the truth, more or less. Is that really the case, though? Are there really no problems now with his testimony? Still a problem, though. Why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Casarato? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day? Huh? Oh, he just started yelling. What do you think? I did the crime or something? I'm inside of this hell? No. Guys died over in the workshop, in case you forgot. It does seem a little weird now that you mention it. But why didn't he hear it? Neither of us could have done it. So let me tell you, if I could get out of this here cage and murder somebody, you'd all be toast. Ain't that, LeChou? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us can help you. I won't be doing that again anytime soon. I'm guessing this wasn't how you saw this going? It's my next move here. I won't get much more out of them in this stage. Overruled. Huh? Overruled? Whomst are you people? Whomst? Who? Order in the court? But this is a prison, ma'am. Who died and made you the boss of me? Can't you see we're kind of busy here? Hush now, silence is golden. It is. Your hand, if you please. By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the goddess of justice watch over you now and always. Okay, ma'am. Whomst you? God, if you would. So you'd be spending the night in solitary, buddy. Any place but there? There's no need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. Huh? This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. What in the cult is this? Well, at least Teddy's going with him. So you won't be lonely. Goddess of justice, bless your child and keep it in your care. O holy one, we give thanks to your name. WTF? Who are you? Verity Gavel at your service. It is my honor to be a titled judge and to work at the pleasure of the law. What is a judge doing in a place like this? Since you're asked, Mr. Ezra, I've been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. And it is my sacred duty to deliver it. What? It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. For it is a sacred phrase from the goddess of justice herself. The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. panel is comprised of people from both the legal and political profession. Panel of which you are a member, I assume. I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. What? It's always great to hang with the judicial compadre. Oh, Frontier. Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with Bar Association. What's going on? Job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be to the goddess of justice for bestowing her gift of insight onto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases. And should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge. Oh, I have such a bad feeling about this. In the middle of an investigation.
Objection!
Who are you? Pity for you really don't know, do you? What an ignore. That is not a word. Winner, Eustace Winner, prosecutor extraordinaire. Your parents must have really hated you to give you that name. But you might know me as just the Winner, a name they call me down the prosecutor's office. I've never heard of you. With great affection, I might add. I have never heard of you. I've never heard of you. And how about Detective Flatfoot over there? Nope. Name means nothing to me. Oh, it's to be expected of it. That's not a word. Stop making up words. Ignorance, bliss, Winner, and I don't think nothing's mean what you think it means. It is entirely natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us just last month. Yeah, he's nothing but a rookie. I'm not just any rookie, I'm a winning rookie. I'm not even gonna say it. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. Let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. What? Yeah, I know exactly what he means. The committee's sending an envoy with a new prosecutor in town. I suspect I know what you're getting at, Winner. But I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Cavell? By the power vested in me by the goddess of justice, I hereby declare that in the matter of the incident of the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties and replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. Where did she find a place to bang her gavel? I believe I asked for an explanation. No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken and her judgment is final. What? What? What?
Objection!
And why exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case? Claiming ignorance of your crime will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, performing an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to question. But I solved the crime. We were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident. Vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it abuse of power would be an understatement.
Objection!
No one denied that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned. But there's also no denying that certain risks must be taken once to arrive at the truth. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate.
Overruled!
And what you're saying is that the ends justify the means, that rules can be freely ignored. That's a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute, is not to be bent to your whims. Is it really, though? Unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing. Ma'am, are you okay? Do you need help? When a trial ends, the hammer falls. Be your defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, to give thanks to the goddess of justice, divine grace. Huh? Unless you wish to appeal, to do so would be to risk your badge, of course. So they mean to take my badge if I don't play along. Tough break, Edward. Is she okay? Is she okay? I feel like there's something wrong with her. Eustace, I think your parents really hated you. Exactly what I am. Holding all the cards here, I don't stand a chance. Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winter said. Judge Cavell. Committee's decision is beyond irrational, so yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this. Shall we meet again then? Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. And remember, what is it, Fender? You know who will be getting a full report on all of this. Who is you know who? Why do you speak of him as if he's, you know, he who must not be named? Anyway, let's save our progress as we keep going. March 28th, 9:45 a.m., High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202. I can't believe what happened yesterday. Well, it happened. Why is your name Eustace? How much does your parents hate you? How much does your parents hate the name Eustace Winter? It sounds like useless winner. Judge Cavell and Mr. Winter's family didn't miss their word. That's not what concerns me right now. I'm more worried about the committee's reasons for doing what they did. What they might do next. I suspect it won't be good. Hi, Kay. I'm still here. Giving up on the Bronco Knight case? No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from the case will be to tacitly accept the committee's decision. The only problem is I don't have the authority to continue investigating. Is that a cell phone? His cell phone going off. I've got some bad news, sir. Worst down the precinct is they just arrested somebody for murder. Do you know who it is? No, but I heard they're being held in the detention center. Maybe you could go talk to whoever it is. Get down there, Mr. Edgeworth. Even without the authority to investigate, sure I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. Alright, one out of our way! See you there. Yeah, won't you be Miss Detective? Nah, everyone's busy in the prison going over the crime scene anyway. Alright, we'll see you shortly. Is the detective gonna lose his badge? Anyway, we're going back to the detention center. March 28, 10:23 a.m. Detention center. Visitor's room for the second time of this chapter. Still no sign of them, huh? It's just like last time! Don't say that, Kay! I can. I just can't? Sure you can. I told you. It's just a pair of visitors. Sounds like someone really doesn't want to see us. No. Ooh. Let's talk with them, please. But one of them's a prosecutor, right? Aren't they all super scary? All they do is stare at you right into your soul. Who are you? Why does your hair look like that? See? I told you. Hey, why is this mess so flustered? Probably because you're being you, but I guess that's just how you are. Thanks, Kay. That was, we just want to have a little chat with you. No biggie, right? Who are you? I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick. It's just a part-time gig I'm doing while I take a break from our real job. Yeah, I don't remember employing you, Kay. And that's Mr. Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor, but he's not going to stare a hole into your soul or anything. You sure about that, Kay? Really? Who are you? Really? Edgeworth, you just have a very stern face. It's Saint. I'm assuming Simon Saint? Why is it spelled like that, though? Simon? I'm gonna call him Simon. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Simon Saint. Simon Saint. You can call me Kay, everyone else said. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, I would like to ask you a few questions about me. I'm trying to help you, bro. Come on. Alright, what's going on, dude? Who are you? Why does your hair look like that? Hey, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Wouldn't want to know anything about me. I'm boring. I'm nothing. I'm a nobody. You have a job? Oh, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everybody else, honest. Oh my god. Okay. About you and Mr. Knight. That's when I thought we were making progress. So, Simon, do you know Mr. Knight? You can tell me. Bronco? Yeah, I knew him. We were friends. Interesting. Wonder if you knew that Knight had been arrested. Did you know Mr. Knight had been arrested? Yeah, I even came to visit him. Okay. To visit him. And when was that, Simon? It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. Came as soon as I got the call from the cops. Why did the police call me? How come the police called you? They say Bronco asked them to, that he needed a favor. He wanted me to bring him his chess set, the pocket-sized one. So I went by his place and then I came here. The chess set we found on his body? It's just me, or is she getting better at stealing my thoughts? You do know everything. You do know everything you think is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Stop, Kay. Stop. You can't call him out like that. You can't call a man out like that. Have you read what my next move is going to be? Something you want to show Simon. Let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it. Alright, so let's show him the chess set that we found on the body. That's the one I brought for Bronco. And that settles that at least. Pocket chess set data updated in my organizer. We found it next to Mr. Knight. He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he... And Mr. Knight, we were very close, weren't you? We were best friends. At least I thought we were. But I guess I was wrong about that. What do you mean? I knew him so well. Why was it such a shock for me to find out he had killed someone? See. It's a very bitter pill to swallow indeed. How could it all end like this? I could never imagine something so awful. He's not right here, Mr. Edgeworth. There's just no way Simon murdered Mr. Knight. It certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. And again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. I wonder what grounds they had for doing so. Reason for arrest! Tell me more. Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Can't answer you, Mr. Edgeworth. The gate's not scared of you anymore? Cops burst into my house this morning out of nowhere. And before I knew it, I was here. As a policeman, was there a prosecutor with them? There's some kid named DeWinner or something? Oh, Rookie, I thought as much. So, did they interrogate you yet? I'm going to be interrogated, yes. Yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now. The detective shouted at me and threatened me, and always these hulking guys, right? Who get in your face. Here comes Detective Gumshoe, and now he's actually scared. I'm calling the cops. Calm down, Mr. Saint. Nothing, detective. You're just being you. I guess it's just how you are. Simon's clearly innocent, so there's gotta be something we can do for him, isn't there? Mr. Saint, you were Mr. Knight's friend, and 2 days ago you came to visit him. And nothing at all to do with his murder, is my understanding correct? I didn't kill anybody. Very well, then I would choose to believe you, and I would do all that I can to assist you. How would you help a nobody like me? Let's just say that I may not be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case. Show those students investing reign supreme. Fortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct said investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited and I'll need to lean heavily on the other ones I do have at hand. Which means you, Mr. Saint, your information being valuable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can't help one another out, shall we? Just thought of something? Let me just borrow an attorney's badge that you can represent our pal here. Besides, with this prosecutor, he couldn't defend anyone if his life depended on it. Just thought suspects. That's what a defense attorney does, you know? I mean, that's true, but gotta find the real culprit. Let's get to work. Well, exactly what is he being arrested on? Sure you know already, but just to be clear, our investigation ultimately proves you to be the culprit. We have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. You needn't worry. I believe you, or at least I have decided to try. For now. Just hold time to try to believe in us in return. Nothing else. It might help you to feel a little less alone. Now, if you excuse me. On what grounds is he being arrested for? March 28th, 11:22 a.m. Detention Center corridor. Can't even get back inside the main prison to see the scene one time. Maybe defending the guy in court is our best bet after all. Who do we have here? Well, hello, Mr. Fender. What are you cats doing here? Come to her, Mr. Edgeworth. No. Now, calm down. Everyone just calm down. He's here to work. K-Meister nails in a one. Aren't you just the uber intelligentes, one of the bunch? I used either of those words, Fender. Some may sound an easygoing go rogue about town, but I'm actually not a half-bad attorney. Which is why I've been summoned to those Gerald Rooney's for a meeting with a new client. The suspect is one Simone Sainsbury. You mean Simone Saint? Is this Simone? You know more about my job than I do. Mr. Fender's a defense attorney. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I fear I might be. In fact, it could be our only option. Not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine. I managed to worm my way onto the crime scene by agreeing to be a certain someone's subordinate. Oh, yeah. With Francesca. Not an experience I ever wanted to repeat, but I fear I may have little choice. Before you say another word, I just gotta point out the fine print. Eddie Fender doesn't take on associates. Say it ain't so, I hear you protesting, but pompous prosecutors are a no-go. Especially those of the Bon Karma variety. Should have known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I understand why you wouldn't want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all the things Bon Karma. Please believe me when I say, I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mental spell. Mr. Edgeworth, a changed man. Sure, he used to be the demon prosecutor, but he's not like that anymore. Do you have feelings, detective? Let me try. Mr. Edge is one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor. He's a hero? Got me off the hook just last month. He was. There's no other word for it. He was heroic. Great thiefly, even. Okay. Please, Fender, don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye, I'm certain of it. You can't just walk away from this. Please allow me to help you with this investigation. bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. So enlighten me, if you will, what made the leopard change his spots. Well, I suppose I would have to say the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things and met so many people there within its four walls, including some old friends who showed me a better way to be. How could that not change a person? Well, I'll be. Old you would never have bared his soul like that. That was beautiful. You might have even surprised you know who. You know how much that takes. Who is you know who? Why are we talking about him like some dark wizard who must not be named? Tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start again with a clean slate. So this is me. Ezra and co-law office is Eddie Fender's senior partner. Wait! That's right! Mr. Fender here began his little career as an assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth. Yeah, yes. Edgeworth's dad was a defense attorney. You know who Mr. Fender keeps talking about? That's right, I was talking about his old man. Yes, you'll notice I kept his name over the door as it's the least I could do for old Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth, Miles, I'm going to level with you here. I don't trust you, not fooling anyone. I can't just forget about all those years you spent licking on harmless foods. Anyone can say they changed. I'm going to need you to prove it. Besides, he knows what Gregory would have wanted. Very well. I accept. Okay, then. That's enough hardball for one day. Let's move on to fun stuff. Hereby appoint you interim associate of Edgeworth & Co. Congrats, man. Alright, I'll try not to let you down. But doesn't this bring a tear to the eye? The prodigal son coming on board at his late father's firm. Permission to come on board too, please, Mr. Fender. I may have to ask you to welcome to the crew. Case in just like that. Guess it's time to go to work. So, where to begin? Any bright ideas, Miles? Or we're so really interested? Probably wasn't the right time. It's more like to have been the person who found the body. I believe you need to speak with the person who found the body. Well, I was thinking eager associate would do indeed. Still the talented smile and nod I see. That would certainly make my life easier, boss. Now that's decided, let's get going. Going where? Oh, gumshoe. A detective, I can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys. That's the point. I can't leave him adrift all on his own now. Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You are to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winter. After you discover anything that seems useful, you are to notify me immediately. You're in a uniquely powerful position, Detective. I'm going to need all info you can pass our way. Alright, Detective! I'm a real pro when it comes to letting things slip to under fast! That's not something you should be proud of, but thank you. Trust me, I know, but just this one just lose this of yours might be what save us. Alright, bye, Gumshoe. Ciao. Throw away the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come. Pony! March 28, 11:50 a.m. Prison. Corridor. Any ideas how we check if we found the monster's body, Mom? I think our best would be to simply ask around. Don't you dare? Whom's you? Whom's you? Oh my, just look at you! Me, just fabulously chic, darling. Fabulously. Facial hair is so very au courant, don't you think? Enchanté, mademoiselle, much obliged. Defense attorney Eddie Fender at your service. Let's get things off on the right foot, shall we? A little embrace up, perhaps? Oh, ho, ho, ho! I like the sound of that. Oh, she has a... Is that a mink? Oh, he got a big old kiss. Is that a mink wrapped around her as a scarf? Well, how else is one greet a new friend home? A little smooch is entirely Very good, don't you think? I don't speak French. I don't speak a word of French. So if I'm butchering this word, these French words, I apologize. I do not speak a word of French. Talk about stealing a kiss. Indeed, an act so shameless, even great thieves to shame. Physical contact is so very important as a form of expression for our little family. Everyone in this lovely home will tell you as much. Everyone else is hip to that. I can be hip to that too. Sure. Fifi Lagarde, by the way, warden of this charming abode. You may call me Fifi, of course. She's the one of the entire detention center prison facility. I like how she has a mink. May have some mink? I can't tell. Maybe it's something else. Wrapped around her neck like a scarf. I can't tell if it's alive or if it's a dead one that is positioned to be alive. Anyway, a pleasure to meet you, Miss Lagarde, Mouse Edgeworth. I'm an associate with Mr. Fender's apartment. I hope you don't mind me asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? Oh, don't be so silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day after all. Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind? A meeting? Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday the circus came to visit. It was a simply spectacular event featuring some terrifically talented animals. Anyone who was anyone had to be there if you weren't here at home. You were watching the show with me. The performers set up a special stage in the yard just for us. We are one very lucky family. N'est-ce pas? At the circus performers were inmates yesterday. Mr. Carcerato mentioned the show yesterday as well. He must be talking about the same thing. What time did the show take place? From around 8 until 10, maybe? Yes, something like that. Meaning it finished right around when the body was discovered. By dint of having attended the show, she has a reasonably solid alibi. Oh, would you look at the time? Sorry, darlings, but I really must dash. Feel free to explore our home, mi casa, su casa, and all that. Ciao for now. Oh, she's Italian now? She's Italian now? And Spanish, apparently. The person who found the body screamed, and that scream was heard by one inmate that we know of. Therefore, our first task is to question the inmate and see where his information will take us next. Alright. Alright. Well, as much as I would like to continue, we are 4 minutes to the 3-hour mark, and I fear go too long. We'll get caught up in the case. Get caught up in the case. So we will save the rest of the case and all the interview that comes with the case next week. Let's go back to the main. Alright, new items unlocked in the gallery. Alright, well, stretch out my shoulders. I've been sitting in the same position for a long time. Well, that is it for tonight. With Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit. A lot of crazy things has happened that I was not expecting. Verity is a character, and Eustace's parents probably hated him as a child, and probably still hates him now. Give him a name that literally sounds like Useless Winner. That is it for today. We are now on the defense team. Just trying to figure out what's going on with this thing. We will continue our investigation next week. More Ace Attorney investigation. Our next stream will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. PST with Persona 3 Release. So I will see you guys then. Appreciate y'all for coming. I hope you had a good time. Have a great day or a great night wherever you are. Stay chill, stay cool, stay safe, and I will see you guys next stream. my.